Welcome, everybody. Talks for the People, episode 39. Chugging right along. This week, we want to, first of all, say hello. If you are brand new, you found out about us this weekend. You know, we were down at Rock the South. Me and Cody were. Steven wasn't able to join us. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But me and Cody were down at Rock the South. So if you scanned that little card we gave you, if you subscribed while we were out there, then first of all, we want to thank you. And the video that we are working on, you might just see yourself on one of our videos this weekend. I promise you, at the time this video goes live, I am sitting right here at this desk editing that video. So we're still looking forward to it because we record on Wednesday nights. But for you watching, Rock the South was yesterday, and we had a lot of fun. I'm sure, because, you know, we can see the future. And Cody has informed me that all the people in Coleman are wonderful, amazing people, and will be, that I'm in for a treat when I travel up to Coleman for Rock the South.
All right, look, I'm getting a vision, okay? In our future, it's past for you guys, but in our future, mine and Alan's future, I see a lot of Daisy Dukes. I see a lot of cowboy boots. See a lot of hats, and that's just the guys. On the girls,
Are we
I
watching?
see overalls.
I have a guess. Y'all are watching Brokeback Mountain.
No,
Oh, thought I had it.
no, not watching that again.
But no, in all seriousness, we were, even though it is in the future for us, we've still got 2 more days to wait. We are very thankful to both Holly and Isabella at Rock the South. They gave us an opportunity to cover the event, and that video should be coming soon. I'm going to get it out for you as quick as possible. Hopefully it won't be next Sunday. It might be next Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try to put together the best video for you, the people, to see. How are you two doing this week? Before we get into everything else, what's going on?
I'm good and gravy. It's a fantastic day here, nice and rainy, loving it, and couldn't ask for much more. I'm alive and kicking. How about you, Cody?
It's been a long week, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm still glad to be living in between 2 houses. Not. It's so funny. Today I was coming home and I had to run by the post office where we're moving to. It's actually a different post office than we had. And get over there, they're closed. They close at 4. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm ever going to make it to the post office on time unless I leave work early. So then I thought, well, I need to swing by the house because I get a few things for the weekend to the new place. And you know, it's like I've had to make 2 or 3 trips like that in the last 2 weeks. It's like, oh, I'll be so glad. Oh, speaking of, anybody that's been watching the show, I do have power now in the trailer, the new place. I have power, but I don't have any AC yet. They're supposed to come out in a few weeks and do that, and I'm still waiting on my water and sewer. But I have power, so we're closer to the end of the tunnel than we were. So happy about that.
Absolutely. Moving right along, one thing that has excited me very much and that I am so glad is back, obviously we touched on it lightly just a minute ago concerning Rock the South, but live music is officially back. I know if you look back on our channel, back in May, we went to Steel Panther and we covered that, but that was a socially distanced show. And while it was great to see performers on stage playing music, I'm telling you, nothing beats a full amphitheater or that same venue we saw Steel Panther at, I was front row for Rise Against. Such a great show. 2 weeks ago, I went and saw Three Doors Down and Seether at Oak Mountain Amphitheater. Both bands put on a phenomenal show. Standard general, alt hard rock is not always my scene, but as soon as these bands started going on tour, I bought up tickets to everything. And I do admit, Seether and Three Doors Down both put on a fantastic show. This week I had 2 concerts back to back, both on work nights. Sunday night I was in Atlanta, for Korn and Stained and a band called 68.
Everybody help me out. Come on.
Phenomenal show. Phenomenal show. Let me tell you, this was probably my 7th or 8th time seeing Korn, but they always put on a good show. But let me tell you, Stained. When was the last time, other than this tour this year, that they performed as Stained? Aaron Lewis has still got it. He can still rock. They played 4 songs off their first album, and when I tell you, he still got those screams down pat. Like when he hit Raw or For You or Crawl, they ended the set with Mud Shovel. They still blast live. And let me tell you, I sent a text message to Cody while this concert was going on. Y'all need to look up. I'm you know what? I'm gonna post this footage here in the video. But I want y'all to see Stained's guitarist playing one of their softer songs. It was, which song did I send you, Cody? Was it right here?
Was that or So Far Away? I can't remember.
Yeah, one of the ones. But I'm telling you, man, this guy's rocking out like he's in a heavy metal band. Like this guy, he's playing one of their softer songs, and he's just up there head banging, jumping around. I want to have the kind of life Mike Mushok has. This guy can rock out to anything. Two nights ago, Monday night, I was out at Avondale Brewery. We saw Rise Against. We were front row for that, and it was actually my first time seeing Rise Against. They put on a phenomenal show. They sounded excellent live. I was standing right in front of the subwoofers. I can probably drop a clip right here real quick of Rise Against performing their song Satellite. Excellent track. Their whole show was excellent. So that being said, glad live music is back. Glad I get to be in a crowd and experience live music with a bunch of people again. If y'all, I know a lot of y'all watching this particular episode may be new to this podcast, but live music is a passion of mine. Like I live for concerts. As soon as bands started going on tour, I bought tickets to everything. I'm about to buy tickets to 2 more death metal concerts. I found out Carnifex is coming to town in November, and Dying Fetus and Brand of Sacrifice are coming to town as well. So we're going to see more metal. We're rocking out. These bands are coming through. I'm excited. I'm happy. Cody, your first big one is going to be this weekend. Yesterday for the viewers. I know you're into more the country music, the lighter side of the rock compared to what I mainly listen to, but how are you feeling about live music getting back?
Oh man, I'm super excited. Really excited for this coming weekend or this past weekend or whatever when y'all are watching. Also in September, I'm going to Jasper, Alabama to see Miles Kennedy at the Foothills. Is that what it's called? Foothills
Foothills Festival, I think.
Festival or something like that. And I think that's the last one I have on the schedule for now, but you never know.
Hey,
If
based on who all they got performing, I mean that one's a free show, so who knows?
Yeah.
Talks for the People may
And
make
I'll
an
be
appearance
there.
out there.
Even if these other guys don't show up, I'll be there, so y'all come see me, and I may do a little vlog or something like that while I'm there. We'll see how it goes. But excited about that.
Absolutely. And for the people new to the thing, we're not leaving Steven out of this. He's just not the biggest music guy. We won't embarrass him on your first viewing. You'll have to get to know him first. But we were discussing we were discussing what to go over tonight. We knew we would have potentially a lot of new viewers, and we wanted to bring back a segment that we started this podcast with. We talked about it for probably the first 20 episodes. We started every episode with it. Those that have been following us for a long time know what I'm talking about. We're bringing back Burns My Biscuits. What you got, Steven?
Well, so doing a long commute that I do every day, about 45 minutes to work, I tell you, there's always something I can find on the road that burns my biscuits. And there's a couple. There's two things that happened today. It's one of them is 18-wheelers in the fast lane that are going under 70. Like, bro, 70 flat is fine, but if you don't think you can hit over that 65 to 70 mark, wait to change lanes until nobody's behind you. Like that burns my biscuits to no end. Like it drives me up and down the wall. It's like I'm cruising along and all of a sudden I'm going from, I mean, not that I do 90 on the interstate, but I go from 90 to 65. I'm like, bro, I just dropped like 25 miles an hour. I could have been at my destination by now. You're killing me, Smalls. So that one, and the other thing that burns me is police officers that don't follow road rules. Throughout my life, I have seen way too many police officers, and I'm not talking about ones that are rushing to an emergency, not ones that are running the stoplights with their sirens on and trying to get somewhere, but I'm talking about ones that I watch a cop do a roll and stop and just pretend the stop sign's not even there, treat it like a yield sign. I'm like, anybody else would get a ticket. Had one for it. Stupid. That and the whole, which apparently nobody believes is a law, but the fast lane is for passing. And even if I'm doing 90, if nobody's in the lane to my right, I'm getting over. More common courtesy than law, but I do it. But there was a cop today on my way home doing a flat 70 in the fast lane, and I'm like, bro, there's nobody on your right. Get over. I wasn't even gonna pass him because I don't want him thinking like, well, I'm doing 70, he's passing me, he's got to be doing over the speed limit. I wouldn't pass him at all, but I just needed him to follow his law that he upholds. Get over. But you know, those two things burn my biscuits a little bit. It fires me up a little bit,
Well,
and it got me today, both of them, and I could not wait to get home.
well, you know what Larry the Cable Guy says about police on the interstate, right?
Oh gosh, I might have heard it, but don't remember.
Larry the Cable Guy says police on the interstate are like the pace cars of the interstate. Every policeman gets on at an exit. He goes 2 by 2 down the road. Few exits down, police car gets off. We're back to green flag racing.
That's it. He ain't wrong. hit my 90 again. I mean, 72.
What you got, Cody?
Speaking of police, I had some instant gratification a couple months ago. We were headed to somewhere in Mississippi, and we were going through construction in Tuscaloosa, so the speed limit's way down. Well, this cop was in like I guess the far right lane. It might be 4-lane right through there. Anyway, there's either the far right lane or the next to right lane. And of course, he's the pace car rider. Nobody's passing him. Well, he's going under the speed limit. So me doing the speed limit, I just pass him and get over in front of him. And sure enough, here comes this guy to my left, passes me, and is going. He ain't flying, but he's going pretty quick. And the cop, I see him get over and just follows him up through there and kind of gets right on his bumper. And I guess he's checking his speed at that point, and then he just turns his lights on. I'm like, yes.
Got him.
But as far as Burns My Biscuits, has anyone bought a damn cup of coffee here lately? It is unreal how much coffee is. And that burns my biscuits.
Did you pay the Starbucks premium?
No, I don't go to Starbucks.
Duncan.
Well, for reasons we don't get into on this podcast. But I don't go to Starbucks. I don't give them my money. But just in general, though, like if you go somewhere, it's like a couple dollars for a cup of coffee. Like, what the hell? You got like 50 cents in the whole damn pot. Like they're making a killing.
You're not wrong.
I don't get it, man.
It's
crazy.
convenience. It's convenience. You didn't have to make it.
Well,
You didn't have to waste an ounce of water at your house. Congratulations, you saved water. We'll charge you $2.
well, and it's so damn hot you can't even drink it. You know, they put it in those. I swear those styrofoam cups they give it to you in are specially made to insulate that and just keep it hot like a daggum Yeti. It's crazy. Because coffee at home in my ceramic coffee cup does not stay that hot that long. Government, man, they're out to get us, man.
I love it. Man.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, one of my longest burns is finally coming to an end in a few more months, but Carnival Cruise Lines is still pissing me off. Look, everybody knows, obviously, it's still going on. The fiasco that hit in 2020. I had a cruise scheduled for March of 2020. We are now 5 reschedules later, and I was supposed to go at the end of next month, last week in September. We were supposed to go. And then they put restrictions on, like, you have to show proof of vaccination to go on a full excursion. Which, look, agree with it, disagree with it. I'm not going to get into that. I don't care. You live your life. I'm not condemning you. I'm not praising you. I really cannot reiterate how much I don't care whether or not you are vaccinated. The problem comes in where my daughter is only 9 years old and she cannot be vaccinated. So they were going to cancel all of our excursions. We were basically going to be able to get on the boat and sit on the boat for a week. So we have had to push the cruise out another month, and we are now going the first week of November. So hopefully this long-running burns will come to an end, and my cruise that has been almost 2 years past due now will finally happen, and I will get to take an actual vacation, because you can ask these two. I don't ever take off from work because I always have my hopes that I'm going to get a dang vacation, so I never take off from work. To date this year, I have only taken off one day, and that was for a personal reason with my family. We'll take that back. There was the Six Flags trip. We went to Atlanta one day. So I've had 2 days off all year, and it's freaking August 11th. So I don't take off. I need my vacation. I need some time away from everything, and I'm looking forward to this cruise. But that one's finally ending, so we will not keep harping on it. We are going to move on to our next section, and before we round out this episode with this week's big topic, I did want to introduce a new segment that's coming up. We have been talking about it. We want to get more content on the channel. The podcast is not going to end. You will get your full 35, 40, sometimes longer minute episode every week. The weekly podcast will not stop. But we are going to introduce a segment called Bite Size. It's not really a segment. It's a whole new show. What this is going to be is anything that's little, like they're going to be 7-8 minutes tops, maybe less, maybe only 5 minutes long. But anytime there's a hot button topic that is eating one of us up, we'll either do a talking head video solo, or we will get one or two of us jump on, maybe all three if we think we can keep it to 5 to 7 minutes. And it's going to be little hot button topics, whether it be pop culture, music, something that excites us, something that pisses us off, whatever it is. We're going to make these little bite-sized segments. So you won't have a full 45-minute episode podcast. You'll have a little 5-minute video. It's going to be things like if something major happens during the college football season. Things such as a couple of weeks ago where we found out Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for breach of contract. These little things that are like 5-10 minute talks that we can discuss. And you can look forward to that coming soon on the channel. There's no for sure start date. It is literally whenever one of us thinks about something we would want to talk about. That's when it's going to go live. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have notifications on. That way, whenever the first bite size goes live, you will hear about it, and we will get those rolling. They will not be on a regular schedule. They'll just be as we feel it. They will be completely random. And with that being said, we're also going to start getting more footage out and about. We are going to do more stuff in person. That's coming, I promise. we hate doing this over Discord every single week. The video always looks the same. I know we're working on doing more stuff in person. As things clear up a little bit, maybe we can make that happen more. We're going to do things like we did at Rock the South. We're going to try and get a few other things like that. We want to do a food tour of Birmingham. We want to start looking at restaurants, Birmingham, Coleman, other places. You got a good restaurant you want to recommend to us? Drop it down in the comments below. We're looking at doing stuff like that. Food challenges, heat challenges, whatever. Drop it down below. We're looking to do more live videos and in-person stuff. Before we hit our main topic tonight, gentlemen, is there anything else you would like to discuss?
I'm ready, Freddy.
I'm ready.
What would you
All right.
rather do?
As Steven just let you know, our topic tonight, we're bringing back another classic that we've done one or two other times. We've got a shortened version tonight, but I think I have some good ones for these gentlemen. We got 12 would you rather questions, so let's find out. Gentlemen, would you rather find $100,000 that you get to keep, or find $1 million that you have to give to charity?
Oof. Oh, I'm going to be extremely selfish here and say I want to keep the money. So I'm good with the 100,000. Keep it.
What was the question?
Would you rather find $100,000 that you can keep, or find $1 million that you have to give to charity?
Wait, we ain't talking about the charity at Sammy's, are we?
No, not that charity.
I mean, you are helping college funds. I mean, that's a donation to college funds. I think that's valid.
We do support single moms on this podcast.
Can we give to our own charity?
No.
So long as it was made before we found the money.
No loopholes on this one.
It was a genuine charity.
So it has to be to a major organization, or could I take that million and be like Mr. Beast? Shout out Mr. Beast, you're awesome.
Well, if you donate it to Beast Philanthropy for the sake of his food banks, then that would count.
Well, I was gonna say, could I do something in that nature with it, like he does?
Yes, but you don't get to keep any part of it. That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I would totally go out and buy some random guy a car here, and some woman that looks like she's struggling to get groceries, the grocery store she's standing in front of, whatever. You know?
So you're donating to charity.
I'm gonna donate to charity. As much as 100,000 would change my life.
Look, if I'm being 100% completely honest, I have to side with Cody. I'm keeping the 100,000. I mean, I'm just getting look. All right, question.
I'm just picturing all the guitars I could buy with $100,000. Les Paul, my double neck.
You're gonna have to find new hands to play them all.
All right. Would you rather be able to turn something into reality by drawing it, or make something disappear just by erasing it?
Question.
What was the first part?
Is me drawing it to draw something and turn it to reality? Does it have to be exact for it to come out as exact?
You don't have to draw it photorealistic. Like, you could draw a picture of a Lamborghini.
When it comes real.
And it materializes, yes.
As a real Lamborghini or $100 bill, not the SpongeBob version.
Right, as the real thing.
It's drawn, baby. Woo! I'm a trash drawer, so I had to double check that first because, oh, man, my car would look trash as much as I wanted to be a supercar.
Man, yeah, I would probably draw as well. I could draw. I don't know. It depends on how specific they are, I guess.
No, I'm going with drawing too, because I could draw enough stuff to not have to worry about the stuff that I didn't like anymore.
I will say this though, and it would probably put a kink in the whole scenario here, but assuming this is not an unlimited scenario, you'll get a lot more out of drawing with that long piece of lead than you would that tiny freaking eraser on the end.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you'll be able to get a lot more out of the drawing than you will the eraser. Even if you buy one of the fat ones, you're like, yeah, that thing will waste away after like 10 swipes.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
All right, let's move along. Would you rather be able to control your dreams, or be able to control your destiny?
Destiny? Why would I worry about my dreams? I don't think I've had a dream in like 10 years. I can't remember any of them, so I don't care if I control them or not. I'm actually looking for a Tenacious D kind of vibe.
I want to know what's going through Cody's head.
Well, we all have dreams that we wish we could have that never come true.
Like
that could be interesting.
You mean dreams like you pulling over and Megan Fox is under the hood of her car looking to see what's wrong with it?
Like I'm the handyman and they got no way to pay. No.
Don't worry, ma'am. I can fix your pipes.
Work something out.
All right. So you control your dreams.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm siding with Steven on this one. I want to control my destiny. All right. Would you rather be forced to smell everything you hear or everything you see?
Smell a sound.
Now, put this into perspective before you answer, right? So you and your wife are walking through the mall, and you
God.
just strolling along, and all of a sudden you turn back and you see, and you have to go smell it now. And your wife is like,
Okay, well, wait a minute. So you have to walk over and smell it on the seeing part,
No,
or you
it just
automatically
the way
get
I
the
read
smell?
this, you smell it.
oh, man, that's no fun.
But that means like
That would be a lot more interesting if it's like Steven said. Whenever you look at it, you're gonna walk over and smell it.
you
Of
definitely end
course,
up divorced.
you would constantly be walking at stuff.
I mean, and outside of that perspective, if you think about it, like every time you go to pick up your phone, how weird do you think you would look if you're like, like what's wrong with that guy? What's he doing?
But here's the other thing I'm thinking of. Like, hey, have you ever heard somebody like rip a fart halfway across a restaurant and you laughed at it because it was funny, but it was so far away you didn't smell it? Now you're sitting here trying to eat dinner and you got to smell a crap in your nose?
So what if you're hearing people talk? Do you just smell whatever they smell like? I guess.
I mean, yeah, this one's
gotta
dumb
go there and
actually.
smell
This one's not defined enough. I see what you're saying. You smell everything you see. Like that means I would like right now I would constantly be smelling a computer monitor, which I mean,
Or you'd have to live in complete utter silence. You'd have to walk around with headphones every day of your life.
I don't know.
You
Then
know what?
I'd have to smell sweaty metal bands.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, can you imagine smelling the inside of a Slipknot mask? Like, bro.
They've puked in those things, so no.
Gosh.
I think I'm gonna go with C. That's tough. That was a good one. That one's tough.
I'm gonna go with everything I hear.
I'm going with everything I hear. All right. Would you rather wipe with sandpaper
Ooh.
or use vinegar for eye drops?
You know, that's tough to answer because if you accidentally have mashed potato poos and you have to wipe more than once, it's bad. If you don't have mashed potato poos and your poos are normal, one wipe, I would take that over eye drops any day. But God
Well,
bless me.
sandpaper make it in one swipe, no matter what kind of issue you have.
Yeah, I mean that's easy to answer. But if I have to have, you know, those Sharpie poos where it's just like wiping a Sharpie, you got to wipe over and over and over, and you still see Sharpie. Like those are the worst freaking poos. And if you have to do one of those with sandpaper, bruh, you're taking off more than poo with sandpaper if you got to wipe 10
But
times.
is this a one-time event, or is this like for the anytime you do this act for the rest of your life? You have to do this.
Well, there's no time limit on it. We'll say a month.
I would go with the eye drops because I never use them, so I think I could get away with it. I say that, and then in that month we're gonna have like a desert storm come through. My eyes will be so damn dry.
I was gonna say, you also got to think on the side of a positive note about wiping with sandpaper is that you won't have to shave or wax because you have other ways to take it off.
This is also true. You would have a smooth booty hole.
As a baby's bottom, baby. I think
That being said, I agree with Cody. I'm going with vinegar eye drops. I'm not wiping with sandpaper. I'm not taking 320 grit up the crack. I mean, that's not going to happen.
I'm going with the eye drops too. I'll risk it for a month.
All right, the next one is not near as bad, but it's just to see where y'all are at in your headspace. More so about a what do you care what people think of you type question. Would you rather be underdressed or overdressed? Like, say you go to an event and everybody there is in t-shirts and a shorts and you showed up in a suit. Or you went somewhere and you got there and realized everybody is dressed up in their Sunday best and you walked in like you just came in off the beach. Would you rather be underdressed or overdressed?
As judgmental as people are, I'm going with overdressed. And I got a super quick story after y'all's answer.
Well, my whole life is underdressed, so I'm just gonna stick with my normal life.
That's
Every
I agree.
every time I go somewhere, I think it's casual banquet. Everyone's in a dang shirt and tie or the sports jacket, and I'm over here in shorts and a t-shirt. Like y'all said, casual.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's what I get.
I don't care what people think of me as it is. I'm just gonna always be comfortable. Yeah, we good.
So this situation actually happened to me last year. So I coach high school soccer, and we were having a soccer banquet, and I hear the word banquet, and I'm thinking, oh, yo, fancy. I dress in a suit. I'm talking about the shoes that sound like heels for men with a tie and everything, and nobody's wearing anything higher than warm-ups. Like, not even a polo t-shirt with some jeans, warm-ups. And I'm wearing a suit. I enjoyed it. I looked weird, but I enjoyed it.
All right. Next question. Would you rather get painful pimples on your butt or on your face?
But nobody can see my butt.
Yeah, but you have to sit on them.
Not if I sit
Yeah,
in the mirror.
I already get them on my butt. I don't want them on my face. I mean, I don't want them on my butt. That's uncomfortable. Like I have one now. As a matter of fact, that's part of swamp ass that comes with it.
No, I would. Unfortunately, I would rather have them on my face because my daily job requires me to sit down 85% of the day, if not more. So yeah, no, I'd rather have them on my face and constantly have a sore butt. Okay, here's one I want to see where y'all are at. I want to see where your head's at. Would you rather always feel like you're about to sneeze or always feel like you're about to poop?
Ooh.
Equally bad feeling. All right, look. Sneezes are so painful for me for whatever reason. I'm like there's no little sneeze for me. When I sneeze, it's like the big bad wolf is blowing the damn brick house down, okay? So, I would rather have to feel like I have to poop all the time.
I'm going with the sneeze because I can even if I don't do it, I can still sit exactly where I'm going. If I feel like I have to poop, you know how many times a day I'd have to get up and go to the bathroom just to make sure I don't crap myself because I really have to poop. Like, I am definitely going with the sneeze because if I can sit here at my desk all day. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Oh, whatever. But if I have to poop, I constantly like, oh God, I really don't want to crap myself this time. Let me just sit on the toilet and make sure. Like,
as much as I hate it, I've had too many close calls. I've had to pull off the interstate and drop trowel and take a dump. I'm going with the sneeze. The feeling that you get in your belly and your butthole clenching up when you feel like you about to crap yourself is horrible. I couldn't deal with that all day. No, I would rather feel like I'm about to sneeze than about to poop.
Definitely.
Okay. Would you rather lock eyes with a stranger through the bathroom stall or accidentally walk in on your boss on the toilet?
Oh, God.
Well, all right. Okay, so if you accidentally walk in on your boss, I mean, you can play that off pretty easy. Like, oh, sorry, and just shut the door. But staring at somebody in another stall,
I mean, yeah,
that
you're
is
standing there at a
really weird.
urinal and you just.
All right, look, I've had someone look over the stall before, well, we know who it is, but stand on the toilet on the stall next to it and look over. Like that's weird too. So
I think I'm going with the stare because I feel I'm the type of person that would do that as a joke anyhow. Like, I'm at a football game and I go to the urinals and I'm sitting there and I just plainly and not say anything as a joke.
I would definitely rather lock eyes. I would love that. Would be hilarious. I would have a blast with that. I would make them feel uncomfortable. I wouldn't be feeling uncomfortable. Okay, here we go. And let's try to keep it clean, guys. I don't have to edit anything this week yet. Would you rather lick ice cream off of someone's unwashed feet or lick mayonnaise off of someone's crotch?
I feel you just went from all right to bad. Like, that's not even a comparison. Delicious off of, I mean, you said
Dirty feet. Unwashed feet.
But you're talking about privates and mayonnaise? I feel this would be better if it was flipped, like mayonnaise off of dirty feet or ice cream off of.
Too easy. That's an obvious answer. I would definitely rather lick ice cream off of somebody's crotch than mayonnaise off their dirty feet.
We're gonna switch this up a little bit. This is men only. Would you rather eat?
I would still rather have the ice cream off the crotch.
Dirty foot or ice cream out of his crotch.
I would still choose the ice cream. I would still choose the ice cream in this scenario. I'm not licking.
Cherry on top of the tower.
I'm not licking dirty feet.
I'm going with the feet.
I would have to go with the feet. Now, you know what? In the original question, screw it. I'm going with the mayonnaise. Original question, I'm going with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise has such a funky smell as it is. I hope you get somebody dirty.
I would take my chances with the mayonnaise because it didn't specify that the crotch area, what kind of condition it's in. So you got a 50-50 chance that
It's
could be in
clean.
good shape.
No, yeah.
Exactly. The downside.
Dirty no matter.
The downside to the second half of the question is that it's mayonnaise, not that it's a dirty crotch. I'm taking the mayonnaise.
I hope that this scenario actually plays out in real life, and while I'm choosing feet, the Undertaker, right after a match, pulls out of his rubber suit with mayonnaise on his crotch, and that's what he does.
Okay. I think both of us. I think all three of us are going to choose the same one on this one. But would you rather be locked in a room and only be able to talk to a monkey, or be forced to talk to an extremely unintelligent and stubborn person?
Monkey. All
Yes,
day.
please.
Absolutely a monkey.
Monkeys
Absolutely.
are really fun. Like, and you could probably cuddle with it too. Like, why would I sit in a room with a dumb person?
Final question. Would you rather get an ear infection or listen to Nickelback? I'm taking the ear infection.
I'll listen to Nickelback. I had a lot of ear infections growing up. That is not fun.
Before I answer,
Right.
you taking Nickelback?
Yeah.
Before I answer, I would like everyone to know that I have no quarrel with Nickelback. So this is an easy decision for me. They don't make my ears bleed. I'll listen to Nickelback. In fact, I can
do.
choose one song and listen to it a million times back to back to back to back.
Okay. Let's.
Over here.
Okay. We said we weren't going to embarrass you. Can you name a Nickelback song?
Animals.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Quick on the trigger over here.
Can you name another one?
Photograph?
Oh, look. I think we got a Nickelback fan here, Cody. He couldn't name
No. I don't have
any
a
other
problem with
band.
him. I'm not a fan.
Hey, no, look. Me and Cody could pull any other band out of our butts right now, and you could not name 2 songs.
No.
You're a Nickelback fan.
No. Those are the only 2 I can name, though, on a serious note. And only because Photograph played on every radio station in high school every day.
You forgot about the one that come from the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, man. I don't know the name of that one.
I can't remember the name of it. All right, everybody.
Probably Hero. Something with a hero.
Was that the Nickelback song? It was Hero. Was that the Nickelback song, or was that Saliva? Or did they do that together?
I thought it was Nickelback.
Okay.
I know it's the singer for Nickelback
Right. Anyway,
that's
moving on.
singing it.
We're going to go ahead and wrap things up this week. Everybody, if you're new, thank you so much for giving us a shot. Hit that subscribe button. The Rock the South video will be up this week. As we stated earlier, I am working on it right now. If you're watching this on Sunday when it goes live, I am working on that video right now. I will have it up as soon as possible. Thank you for taking the time to come and check out our channel. If you made it this far, once again, if you did make it this far, we're going to assume you like us a little bit. So go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that bell, get notified when the Rock the South video goes live. See if you can spot yourself on the video. We've got bite size coming up soon, little tidbits, little 5-minute versions of the podcast that we're going to start doing. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. We're going to start doing more in-person stuff. We're ready to blow this thing up. So as I stated last week, hit that subscribe button, get in early, be able to say you knew us when we were nobodies on the internet. We thank you for checking us out. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. If you hit it right in front of us this past weekend at Talks for the at Rock the South, we thank you even more. Everybody, thank you. Y'all got anything else to say before we head out?
Well, I just want to say a reminder to the old and welcome to the new, but we are Talks for the people. So drop a comment. Let us know what you want to see. Do you want to see foodie reviews? I mean, we have a Hot Ones challenge that we did. So if you want to go back to the later episodes, that was awesome. So, let us know. Tell us what you, the people, want. Until next time.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Like, comment, share. if you want a good episode to look at, go back and watch the one where I win the Blazing Wings challenge.
At Buffalo Wild Wings.
Or and
We got to check back up. We got to see if you're still the only one that's ever won that at that location.
Again.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Go down to the where's we at? Gardendale or Fultondale?
Gardendale.
Go to the Gardendale Buffalo Wild Wings and see if you can beat it. Right now, or as far as I know, I'm still the only one that's beat the challenge there. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching.
Absolutely, everybody. We'll see you next week. Look for the Rock the South video. Welcome to everybody new. Y'all have a good week. Thank you very much for checking us out.
Peace.
Peace out.